What's poppin', Bonnet Squad, Bonnet Bros, Bonnet Babes? Welcome back to those of you that are new to the page. Welcome. We're so happy to have you here. Yes, for the confetti. So, before we even get this thing rolling, up there, top right, it's a little button that says subscribe. Go ahead and click that joint for me. Go ahead and click it. Click it so you can join the Bonnet Squad because it's lit over here. We're a good time. And once you click that subscribe button, go ahead and click that notification bell. So you never miss a new episode. You never miss a clip, a short, none of that. You up to date with the Bonnet, babes. Okay?
Okay.
So, for those that don't know, it's your girl, Asia Simone.
Hey, I am a Renee.
What's up, girl?
And last but not least, surrounding us out, it's your girl, K-Nichelle. What it do? Today, we are going to have a little bit of fun. Now, we are not choosing this violence. This violence chose us because it is out in the world on the internet. And so we are going to do our reactions to one of our favorite things that we follow on Twitter, which is an account called Six Brown Chicks. Now, let me just say this. Every Wednesday, they drop some questions. People are writing them, asking them what should they do. And I'm not going to lie to you. Buckle up because
it gets wild.
You can't pay me to write this stuff. Y'all, I can tell some of y'all ain't been to church in a long time by the things y'all write and put out here on Beyonce and Al Gore's internet. But since you do, and since we like to read it, we figured why not round back around and get y'all some of our opinions since y'all asked. Y'all didn't ask specifically us, but y'all asked the world, and
I feel like y'all asked.
So y'all asked.
We there for it all.
Buckle up. It's about to be a good time. Our girl Asia Simone is going to read some of these letters. And the rest of us, we're going to just give y'all our honest opinion. And y'all know we ain't got no filters. I'm going to try to keep Renee together, but she don't have no act right.
I'm glad you're responsible for her today because it will not be me. I'm the narrator.
I'll be responsible for myself. And I am going to chime in, baby.
You want to know what she sounds like when she says that? She sounds like a toddler who just learned the word no and how to walk. I got it. And they be falling over because they heads too big. That's exactly what she sound like.
Stumbling around.
When they just stumble around. I can do it myself. Bloop, 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 bloop. And then they fall over.
I can do it.
So when y'all heard it. She said that she could do it herself.
Listen, she's K-Nichelle's mama. She my auntie, but she y'all mama and y'all auntie too. So y'all all responsible.
Buckle up. It's about to be a good time.
Here's the right. Who was responsible for them people who was writing in these questions?
That's a good question. Let's get into it. So I pick a random Wednesday because they upload every Wednesday. So I just picked a random one. This first story says, last September, my boyfriend said he was traveling to Dubai for business in December, and he asked me to go with him. He asked me gently to lose a few pounds to look my best for the trip. I dieted. I bought Islamic garments to wear. I bought an app to learn basic Arabic. I tried to take a week off from work. My boss said a full week off in December was off limits because that's our busy season. I stood my ground and got fired. I was in close contact with my boyfriend during this time. I fed him, slept with him, etc. In December, I asked about the trip, and he said it was canceled. I was hurt. I told him to reimburse me for the money I spent, and he sent this emoji, a clown, and blocked me on all his socials. I opened a new IG account and saw him in Dubai with his frumpy wife. I'm devastated. I was with him before he got married, so she's the side chick, not me. I've been waiting on him for 3 years, and he has played in my face several times. I still love him. How do I get respect and the upper hand in our relationship?
One word.
Ladies.
Dummy.
2 words. Big
dummy.
So here's the thing. How'd you get respect from who?
Because he ain't got it to give.
But
she ain't even got none for herself.
You don't have none for yourself, and you looking to get it from this man who, first and foremost, if he married her, there was something about her that he said the I do. Whether you agree or not, he took his frumpy wife after putting you on a diet. He took the frumpy wife. Ma'am, you quit your job.
No, you got fired.
You quit. She quit when she put
because she knew
she
it wasn't gonna happen
to quit her job. That is like literally. There is so much to unpack here. Here's my first issue. Where your friends at?
Non-existent. He is her friend. Clearly.
She don't have no friends.
Y'all remember? Wait.
Oh,
Do y'all remember that one lady? You go lose your job.
You about to lose your job. She did lose it. And she lost it.
She did.
I just want to know, where are her friends? Like some of
She
y'all,
none.
some of
It's
y'all
like the good brow, bad brow. She ain't got no friends.
Here, if you haven't watched that episode,
This is a violent episode, just like that one.
Violent. Here's the thing. I believe in having a board of directors. Like, we as humans are not made to do life alone. We are supposed to do it in community. So I have a community of people that help me make some life decisions. Ultimately, I have the final say so. But when it comes to certain things, I need to get outside of myself, and I need somebody else to say, girl, this don't make no dang sense. And that's the edited version. Ma'am, where was your board of directors to tell you, hey, big dummy, you bet not lose your job over this dude who married her?
Somebody else.
But
there's a reason corporations have COOs, CEOs, CFOs,
all
like
Chief
there's a reason it's broken down.
Like, they allow people to do what is in the best interest of the organization for what they are good at. And some of y'all ain't good at running y'all's lives by y'allself. This is a prime example that she is not a good CEO of her life.
Didn't she say, like, he's done this to her before? Like, he been like frolicking in her face before?
For 3 years. He been playing in her face for 3 years, and you
lost
your job.
But out of all of so for 3 years, he been clowning you. You lost your job. You went on a whole diet. You've been spending money trying to figure out how to lose your extra belly fat. He married a whole nother woman, took her to Dubai, and you still trying to figure out how to be with him. Where is your self-esteem? Boop. Asia, come on and get the AI stuff going. Get your yeah. Come on.
I don't know if that
AI don't even want to be in this. It said absolutely not. Because she tripping and I ain't doing
because it shows up any other time. So that's funny.
There you go.
Boo that woman. Boo her.
Boo. Tomatoes. I just cannot, and I just want her to get some friends, and so her friends, while she is trying to rebuild herself, can help build her up. Sis, in the words of our good sis Elsa, let it go. Let it go.
Because in the previous episode, we said that this is our winning season and we want everybody to win. Sweetheart, let him go on about his business. Go find you a job, because everybody is hired.
You ain't got one.
Like, clearly. So go find you a job, find you some self-esteem, find you a counselor who can help you get past this.
How's she gonna get a counselor if she ain't got no dang insurance because she lost her job?
They got free services out there.
Do you know how hard it is?
Real.
First and foremost, let the free services be for the people that need the free services, not the dummies doing dumb stuff.
Clearly, she needs the free service.
That part.
Okay.
Leave no dummy behind.
Oh, next story.
Well, go get it, the next dummy. Next
dummy. All right. Dummy. All right, y'all. I bake and decorate edibles, cookies. This is my hobby. I don't make a lot of money, but it pays, and I still work. My husband, Philip, works in the kitchen at a 4-star hotel. Lots of pressure on him because the chain is dropping its room service menu. He gets depressed when I'm successful. He withdraws and attacks me about my appearance, etc. when something positive happens for my edibles business. Recently, I texted a new customer a photo of her decorated edibles and she snapped. The customer spelled Teresa when she ordered the edibles, but she complained that the correct spelling has an H and that I should have known that. I apologized and offered the order at half price. Teresa replied, cool, tell Phil to bring them when he comes through. What? I talked to Philip. He says she's just a friend. I refused to give Teresa the order and I refunded her money. She left a 1-star review on my page. She wrote, didn't try her edibles, but her man's PP is 10 out of 10 though. He laughed. Advice. And I wish that I did not have the job I did because it was so much funnier when I read it in the way that Teresa put it. And if y'all follow 6 Brown Chicks, y'all can just go read that for yourself. Not that her man's PP was a 10 out of 10.
That's not my
I
issue.
heard from a friend of a friend that was a 10 out of 10.
That is not my issue. My issue is she refunded the money back. For why? You was
Woulda
not
kept
getting your.
every
I
cent.
would have kept every cent. If you spelled something wrong in your order, that's not on me.
That's not on
you.
me. And I
And
still
I
send
got
it
a
to you.
feeling that Philip set her up for the okie doke.
Philip laughed. Philip said, ah, ha, ha.
And when Philip took them cookies, he needed to take his stuff because love don't live here anymore. You can't come back.
Philip didn't take the cookies because she didn't send the order.
Philip can take the cookies.
And her.
Yeah. And he can take his stuff.
Let me just say this.
He's got to go.
Trash. And Teresa with the H is a trash, and we know what that H stands for. But let me just say this: he was out of order.
And it ain't holy.
Y'all don't know that lady like that.
First off, yes, you know. When I read that, I was so disgusted because first off, she's like, "Now you over here doing your little edibles, you making extra money for the family.
Not your little edibles.
Your little edibles, for, everything little for me, but I'm doing better in 24. So she got her side hustle. You bringing in extra cash for the business. There's a portion of his business that's ending. Now, instead of you encouraging your wife, you downing her. You talking about her, how she dressed. You talking about how she looked. So instead of you encouraging your wife, your rib, you downing her, but you over here sleeping with Teresa with an
H. Teresa.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She needs.
So I'm glad he was a 10 out of 10. Y'all should just go on and be together. Go ahead.
That's what I said. He could take the cookies and he can
So in our previous episodes, we talked about GoFundMe's and the ones that we would support and the ones that we won't.
We supporting her?
Ma'am, if you want to go on and throw them divorce papers out there, we support you.
Lord.
I ain't supporting nobody that refunded the money. She should have refunded.
Should have kept it.
She should have kept
But you know what?
Money.
She was, and then the heifer turned around and gave her all ones. I give you a 1, all right.
I knew that's what you was gonna do. All right, on to the next one.
We try not to be violent in 24, but go ahead, Asia.
I don't think you're trying that hard.
She not. She is failing miserably.
Swaying.
Failing miserably.
It's only up from here, everybody.
Maybe.
Yes!
Maybe. I just think she needs to let Phil take them cookies to Teresa and stay on over there.
What I would do is find out where Teresa worked. Teresa got a man. She got kids. What school her kids go to?
Scenario 3. I am a 6'2" solid muscle, bald by choice, with a lush goatee, rich in melanin, and blessed in size. He didn't even say what he was, but I'm assuming this is a man. I'm not conceited. Those are facts.
If it's not Houston, we got a problem. He's a bald-headed grown woman with a goatee. Y'all.
Listen, it said I'm 6'2", solid muscle, bald by choice, with a lush goatee, rich in melanin, and blessed in size. I'm not conceited. Those are facts. I see less attractive men on social media getting split with 10K shopping sprees, getting fed chocolate dipped strawberries, getting face and beard massages. I'm one of the finest men in Smoketown, Louisville, Kentucky, and Neffy ain't doing her job as a wife. I married the wrong woman. She doesn't give me what I deserve. All I get from her is, are you going to get a job for the new year? Are you going to support us? Neffy works overtime and she makes enough money for us. I deserve a better life. I'm going to California to visit my fam and I'm not coming back. I'll find a rich Cali woman to spoil me, but I don't want to lose access to my sons forever. What to do? Sir, you don't deserve.
Did he say her name is Neffy?
Indeed.
I'm hoping that he just made up a name, but if he didn't, I mean, whatever. She can't help what her mama name is.
Neffy from the South.
And he said Louisville, Kentucky.
Neffy from the South.
He might be my daddy
by way of Mississippi.
Let me just send a text real quick. You know these things.
Neffy just send a screenshot to my cousin that's a pastor.
Who
is this?
You know what? Them Kiki.
Who is Neffy?
You call the whole name. You so out of pocket.
Neffy them from Mississippi, they just live in Louisville. But let me say,
I don't care where Neffy is from. You are not a catch, sir.
Go ahead and let him go on and go to Cali. Send his trifling. Matter of fact, don't send him nowhere. Let him catch the Greyhound. Trifling scumbag. Yeah.
Bye.
You ain't doing that.
Hold on. He said she keep asking me when I'm gonna get a job. Cause you're supposed to have a job, sir. You are not. You are
so
not.
not only is she the breadwinner, but she's taking care of the household. Yes,
you are a bum. You are not a catch just because you
big bum.
Good.
Take your sack and your sack and get gone.
Bars.
Next letter.
I'm sick of these people.
Okay.
We go
scenario 4. Last month, my boyfriend Kato and I decided to end my pregnancy. I made the appointment. He said he'd send the money when he got paid. Then crickets for a week. A mutual friend. We all together. Kato. At least that's how I'm pronouncing it. It's spelled Kato, so we gonna call him Kato. A mutual friend, we all smoked together, told me that Kato's legs were crushed in a car accident. He's in a coma. I tried to visit him. Don't laugh while I'm reading, because then I'm going to laugh. I tried to visit him in the hospital to use his finger, unlock his phone, and cash out myself the money for my appointment, but I had the wrong name. The mutual friend says she only knows him by his street name, Kato Kane. The hospital wouldn't release his true identity. We dated and smoked together for 8 months, but he didn't give me a real name. I'm pregnant and he's in a coma. I'm running out of time for my appointment. Is there a way to get that money out of his locked phone? I work on the Blade, Figueroa Street in Los Angeles, and I can't pull dates because I'm beginning to show. I need that money. Advice. Did I just hear that she an escort? She a hooker?
Wait. And did she go to the hospital? Did she go to the hospital and get the wrong person's thumb to unlock the
She
phone?
couldn't get anybody.
There's a lot of wrong. There's a lot of wrong happening.
Okay, so I just want to address it bigger than her because it does happen. Y'all, if y'all don't start learning the people y'all are sleeping with's name, like they government name, like what they mama named them, what's on their driver's license. Some of y'all
maybe she thought his last name was Kato. Maybe she thought his name was Kato.
Ma'am.
She knew that wasn't his name.
Ma'am.
The streets, yo, government is Kato Kane. Ain't no way.
Ma'am. Y'all out here giving
y'all like a character out of BMF
in the streets.
Y'all are giving y'all whole bodies to people and y'all don't know their real names. Come
clearly
on. Their problem is way bigger than her. And she gonna end up with a baby because she ain't got enough money to go get.
That's another thing. You out here living reckless with your body and you can't afford to take care of this baby now. And this was a choice that you made. It wasn't no accident. Yeah. It wasn't no oopsie. It wasn't a unfortunate situation.
So
you and Iowa was out here getting high and doing wild stuff.
But here's the thing. So your friend know that he's in the hospital. What hospital he in? Where they taking?
No. That's the issue. She knows that he's in the hospital. She doesn't know his government name. And you can't go there and give a... You can't say...
Wait, hold on. No. You make a good point. How you know he in the hospital?
Because the streets be talking. He was in a car
wreck.
So
somebody in them streets know what hospital he at and not telling this girl.
Here's the issue. If she don't have the first and last name, she not going to get to see him no how.
How come she not?
You can't go to information and say, I want to see boo-boo.
That's a HIPAA
girl, let me tell you something. You can walk up in a hospital and ease your way up in ICU.
And go from room to room. Go ahead and get put out for trespassing.
Girl, I'm sure she'd have been to room.
We're not talking about her profession. We are talking about her in a coma baby daddy.
Listen, she just need a thumb.
She need
a thumb or an eye.
She need a GoFundMe.
Okay, yes, now Lord. That one I would support.
She need that GoFundme.
She should have put up a GoFundMe and gave that sob story about him without the whole she pregnant. Somebody would have gave her the $350, $500, whatever it costs. Ma'am, you need to.
Because they like don't that baby, ma'am. You should. Lord, I'm
Jesus. Y'all ready for the next scenario?
Are you ready for your next act? Say yeah. Yeah, that's what she sounded like. Moving on. Some of us.
You started it.
She did, didn't she?
I did not start that.
You did with a whole GoFundMe. Let's go.
I said that is the one that I would give to. I'm not giving to the dummies earlier. I'm gonna give to this dummy
with the edible
That's
business.
What I said.
Lord.
Now, this whole swish it around your mouth crap was way
I was chewing my gum.
okay.
All right, scenario 5. I have an 8-year-old daughter
It's
who
feeling
has
toddlerish. It feels
multiple.
like she's about to fall forward.
I have an 8-year-old daughter who has multiple mental disorders. She punches me and she hates authority figures. My boyfriend says we can get married once I get my daughter evaluated and she starts medication. From that point, after about 2 years of living together, he says he'll be open to marriage. We've been dating for 1.5 years already. I'm against medicating my child. I'm sure she'll grow out of her bad behavior. I had BPD and ADHD as a teen, and I grew out of it naturally, which is bipolar disorder and attention deficit hyper disorder, I believe. I feel like he keeps moving the goalpost and doesn't want to marry me at all. This makes me want to bash his face in, but I love him, and I know he's just trying to do his best for my daughter. Be patient or move on. That was real seesaw-like.
Okay, wait.
When she thinks she had grew out of it, but she want to bash somebody's face in, I'm concerned.
Seesaw-like.
Sir, get out that house. You are not safe.
You better run.
No, for real.
It's gonna be that episode that was on Six Brown Chick before, where that man was pinned between the car.
That's because he was cheating on his pregnant wife, not his pregnant wife, his wife in general.
But that's gonna be the same situation. He gonna
deserve
be
it.
Run, sir.
Between the little girl's fist and the mama's fist. Okay.
He finna get two-pieced in more than one way.
I'm okay with her not wanting to medicate her child. That is a choice as a parent that you have to make for what's in the best interest that you feel for your child.
It's for your kid, yeah.
What I'm not okay with is thinking that everybody else has to be okay with the decisions that you're making. The longer you go, he gave you what he needed. Evaluation and medication, and you said, well, I don't want to do that, and now I feel like he's moving the goalposts. No, he's not. He gave you his
not meeting the requirements.
The expectation was you're gonna get her evaluated, you're gonna put her little butt on some medication. If you choose to not within 2 years, and y'all 1.5 years in, and you haven't done
that's on
he
you.
told you, ma'am, you wasting your time and his. If your decision is that you don't want to medicate your child, you have the right to that decision. What you don't have the right to is to continue to string him along, knowing that you're not going to do what he asked you to do.
True. And the kid clearly is violent because she punches the mama. Now, what happens when she punch him in reflexes? He punch her back.
Right. Well, here's my other thing too on that is they don't actually know what the issue is with this young lady, right? Because she hasn't gotten her evaluated.
You are doing your child a disservice.
She may not even need medication. She might just need behavioral therapy. That might be it. She may not even need medicine. She might not. She might need something else.
She may not have anything wrong with her.
She just might not.
She's choosing to punch you.
And you
out here going, well, when I was a kid, I had disorders and I grew out of
it. But you're not doing what you need to do for your child to make sure that she's okay.
We're just going to roll with that. And I'm just keep punching.
She let me swing. I'm swing.
The kid probably has heard her tell somebody that. So she like, hey, let me just roll with it till I can stop,
Maybe she has, maybe she hasn't. All I'm saying is that as a parent, as a mom, if I felt that anything was wrong with my children, the first thing I'm going to do is get them evaluated so that I can make sure that I get them the best help possible for whatever the situation is. That is being a good steward over the children God gave me. You raggedy. And it ain't even about this man at this point. You a raggedy mama because you ain't did what you needed to do to make sure your kid was taken care of. And I'm not judging. I'm just saying, come on, sis. Make sure that baby's good because everybody is not going to be okay with your kids swinging on them. She's swinging on me today.
But the thing is that
as a parent of a child who had ADHD, that's a hard pill to swallow, right? My kid, your sibling, your cousin, D used to bounce off the walls. He wasn't violent. He was hyper. And I didn't know why he was hyper. I was like, I'm about to beat his butt because he gonna need to sit down somewhere. But James and I took him to be evaluated, right? Because it's like, something ain't right with this kid. He's just bouncing. He's just hyper. And at 2:00 in the morning, outside in the backyard playing basketball when everybody else is asleep, but you hear the ball bouncing, right? But had to get him evaluated. And getting him evaluated, we found out that he had ADHD. He was attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. And so going through that process, we had a decision to make as his parents on whether or not we wanted to medicate him. And so in medicating him, you go through the highs and the lows because every medicine is not for every child, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then being able to, it's good because it's okay. But being able to deal with that, deal with students, deal with children, deal with the schools, you just have to work through that. And then be able to say, okay, here we are, here we go, this is where we are. And then I would say probably it was 6th grade year, we no longer had to do medicine because he grew past not being able to be on medicine anymore. He was able to focus, he was able to work through it, and we was done with that piece of it. And so I'm grateful because, again, we were able to get him evaluated. During the time that he needed to be on medicine, he was medicated. And then at some point, he was able to come off of medicine and never, ever had to go back on it.
I think the key
She
part
needs to
of
get
that,
she needs to get her kid
you have to
evaluated.
do the evaluation, and that's you focused on a man and a goalpost of a man, and you not taking care of
Worried
your
about your
kid.
kid.
And that, to me, I think is the biggest part. It's like, what should I do? Go get your baby evaluated so that you actually know what she's dealing with.
Right.
Even if you choose not to medicate, how do you properly respond to the behaviors if you don't know what they are?
Well, the other thing that I wanted to say earlier, because you mentioned, as being a parent, I'm the only person on this line who's not a parent. I have godchildren and lots of nieces and nephews, and I don't think that specifically is a responsibility relegated to just being a parent. I think if you are a person who cares about people and about children and you see something's wrong, I think it's important to say, hey, in a loving way, because you don't want to do it to a stranger, right? Somebody that you know, that you care about. If you're noticing behaviors and you're noticing things seem not quite along where it should be developmentally, I think you have a responsibility to say something like, hey, this is something I noticed. Have you noticed this? Does she do this all the time? Is that regular? I think that you have a responsibility to make sure that child is being cared for, because there is a situation that just happened with little Miss Gypsy Rose where mama and daughter, there was a scenario and daughter ended up unaliving her mother. So,
well, daughter didn't do it, but daughter did convince a boyfriend to do it.
Correct. Well, she was a part of the process, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's not, as an outside person, I can say there is a responsibility to be like, this feel a little.
But it's not. So here's the thing.
I'm not personally responsible for going to get that child evaluated, but I can tell you, like, if I saw a friend with a child who didn't seem like they were, like something was off, I can tell you, hey, girl, what's going on? I can at least ask, is everything okay? What's happening?
So, but here's the thing. Yes, I agree with you, right? We as a village should be looking out for our village,
raising
right?
kids is hard.
But that's not the case in this story.
It's not.
He done told her that baby needed an evaluation.
Right. And that's why I said, even as a non-parent, like the fact that he is telling her, hey, you should get your kid evaluated, but you as the parent aren't thinking you should get your kid evaluated. Like,
well, her whole thing is, oh, she'll grow out of it, but will she? You don't know that because you don't even know.
Well,
what
she ain't grew out of her situation. She wants to bash the man.
She wants to bunch
him
in the face.
Come on, number 6, our final one.
All right, last one, best one. Not really the best one, but last one. I am not spiritual, and I don't believe in ghosts or any otherworldly power. However, I have a concern. My future mother-in-law thinks Naomi, my man's first wife, cursed me before she died. My man was in the process of divorcing Naomi. He left her for me, but she died unexpectedly, a stroke, before he presented her with the divorce papers. On January 2nd, 2023, I gave birth to our daughter. That night, Naomi died. I delivered my baby alone while he was with the medics trying to resuscitate Naomi. I never forgave him for that. Fast forward to December 23rd, 2023, I got my nails done and a new wig installed with the same stylist I've used for a year. On January 2nd, 2024, my baby's birthday and the anniversary of Naomi's death, my man went to lay flowers for Naomi instead of staying for our son's birthday party. I was livid. My wig slid back, taking a patch of hair with it. It's a complete semicircle of baldness in the front of my head. I went to the ER. The doctor says it's probably a chemical reaction or stress-induced alopecia, but it's weird to happen all at once. WTF is happening to me? If I'm cursed, is Naomi causing my man to pull away from me too? I want his heart, but I feel like he's cheating. I've never felt so lonely and ugly before. Advice.
I ain't got nothing to say. God rest you, Naomi.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. my good sis Naomi.
I don't know. Naomi might be wreaking havoc from the grave. She said, "Until you do right by me." Everything you touch. Let that man go. Have her baby pray over and go get some Miracle Grow oil. She better call the good sis Judy and see if she can help her grow that patch back. Because
she said, "Is Naomi getting me from beyond the grave?" Might be.
She might.
My problem.
Slip back.
That's what I want to. Did you get into a fight? Because wigs don't just slip and snatch your hair unless they get yanked on.
What happened? And here's
Naomi
my thing.
in the wind says, "Yoop."
I mean, was your husband at the cemetery the whole day? Because I mean, he
left the birthday party. So
my thing is, I feel like two things. I think he could. One, he's probably grieving, right? Because you were getting ready to present her with divorce papers, and this woman had a stroke.
You caused her death. He probably feels guilty.
He feels guilty.
He didn't get to show her the papers, so I don't know.
But I'm saying, but mentally, he probably feels. He feels probably.
Was he really trying to divorce her, or did he just tell this woman who he was sleeping with?
Right? Because really,
who knows? We don't know, right? I mean,
we know that she got a patch of hair missing out her head.
That she does. But what if he really was going to divorce her? And what if the day he was going to present her for real, she really did have a stroke on his way to tell her?
Well, she did that. We don't know what he was on his way to do, but we know for sure that the day she gave birth, that lady had a stroke and died. Mm-hmm.
So there's a whole
Naomi said, "I'm about to one up your whole situation."
You thought you was gonna get one on me. I'm taking it to the next level.
Every time you think about your baby birthday, you're gonna think about my death. I mean,
yeah, that's a lot.
That's next level petty. I admire you, Naomi.
So you celebrate your baby's birthday. For every year that you celebrate this child's birthday, you celebrate my death date.
Joke's on you. You played yourself.
Happy first birthday. Happy death date. That's a lot. Hey, that's a lot.
You know who I feel bad for? The baby.
The baby.
I feel bad for
nothing to do with this.
Adults with these big dummies. I feel bad for the little baby.
Your daddy was trifling and your mama was too.
You got a stepmama that was the wife when you was born, but she had passed on to glory.
She died on your day.
That's crazy. And to think you gotta come into this world with this economy. That's crazy. That baby just taking L after L.
I don't know. You got to come into this world with this economy. That is so funny.
Crazy.
I just think that it is. I don't know. It's ridiculous.
Unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
These women that are just like, well, what am I supposed to do? And man, the way you got him is probably how he gonna leave you too. Because why you?
That's what they say.
Who was that? That was my girl on Love and Marriage Huntsville. She asked Sheree, "You think that good that it's gonna keep him faithful?" And
that's what she said.
That's what she asked that woman. And I think there's some legitimacy to that. It's like at the end of the day, however you choose to be in relationship with people, okay, y'all adults, y'all make choices, whatever big and wrong, loud and wrong. Whatever you choose to do it. Can y'all start protecting yourself so y'all can start bringing these babies into the world that don't deserve to be
catching strays?
These babies
catching strays
coming into the world, and the words of my cousin in this economy.
These heifers is having babies for a reason. Because here's the thing, and I promise you, I believe this with everything in me. I think a lot of time these folk get knocked up by these men because they think they gonna keep them or they gonna get them, baby. They will walk up out of that room, whether you pregnant or not. Please,
I don't know.
Baby
but the only thing that's gonna keep a man is a man that want to be kept.
Yeah, be kept. You can't keep him. You can't keep him if he don't want to be kept.
Hey, Barbara, this is Shirley.
Be kept. That's it.
And that's
it. That's
the only thing that's going to keep a person. Let's not. I don't want to throw it off on just men because there's
we're just talking generally
too.
with ladies that are having babies to keep a man, but
y'all stop sharing your hind
because
parts
unfortunately,
with
man,
nasty
your baby get to share a birthday with this woman's death date. And I guarantee you, this man ain't gonna bit more marry this girl.
No, she said her husband.
She said almost mother-in-law. She said future mother-in-law. They not married yet.
He not gonna marry
her. Because
I'm
gonna tell you,
because his mama said you cursed, and she gonna convince him not to marry you. Guilt you cursed.
Because that curse gonna come with you.
Guilt is going to eat his tail alive.
Well,
that's unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
Some of y'all need better boys and directors.
Leave a little tink alone. Naomi ain't gonna mess with little tink. He ain't had nothing to do with this. She gonna leave him alone. I believe in her. She just gonna snatch that lady in.
Wait till midnight. Naomi couldn't even wait till midnight.
That grandma gonna be like, she gonna be rocking the baby. She gonna be like, his wife would have loved you.
That is Betty.
I hope that she a praying grandmother and pray that spirit on her. But
she gonna have to pray twice as hard.
Because we need an exorcism.
Because whatever Naomi, whoever was praying over Naomi, their prayers is a little bit stronger.
Naomi's prayers was clearly stronger because
they was
that woman ain't even here, and yet I've learned so much about her in this letter.
Sounds like a wonderful lady. Rest her.
God rest her soul. Sounds like a wonderful
Let me just say this. I believe in the power of prayer. I believe in God.
And we're gonna pray over the little tink.
But that lady in that bald spot, that's just karma.
Oh, well, while we talking about karma, can we talk about how we can be better, hey Renee? Can we kick a good message to the people?
Yeah, drink water, grease your scalp, and stay out of folks' business in beds.
Grease.
I was not prepared for the grease scalp.
So listen, y'all. I'm gonna get a message because
she's really not in the right state.
Stop. Let it go.
Stay with your physical, mental.
Let it go. Let it go. You toddler.
That
you toddler bobbling.
She done bopped.
That thing. Boo 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 boo.
Lordy.
So listen, people. In all honesty, 2024 is the year to do better. And not that we don't find these funny. They are funny, but I'm concerned that some of y'all, this is y'all real true story. And so in 2024, be more selective about who you share your body with. Learn their first and last name that's on their ID. Take a picture of it. So that you're not out here in the world trying to find the hospital and steal a fingerprint to be able to. And it ain't the right thumb because you all know that man's name. Don't be out here
going through ICU just printing off everybody.
Don't be out here trying to figure out if they the side chick or you the side chick. If it's more than one of y'all, both of y'all is side by side, and y'all need to just let it go. Because even if you was there before the wife, boo boo, he married her. That makes you the side chick. That's how that works.
Frumpy and all.
And don't
I bet he didn't care to lose no weight.
And I bet you she didn't. Not a pound. And so in 2024, we like to laugh, we like to joke, but if this is your real existence, now's the time to do better. We got a lot of time left in the year.
It's only 17 days in.
It's all about winning season.
And some of y'all is already taking big L's in this economy. The letters have said it. Y'all are taking big L's. So let's just take that L, turn it into a lesson.
Yes.
And do something different. Now, I'm going to also remind you to drink water and mind your business. And minding your business means don't be sleeping with that woman's husband and that man's wife. Okay?
Correct. Okay. In the words of Big Sean, last night took an L, but tonight we bounce back. And I'm going to need all of y'all to bounce back and get y'all's lives together because
some of y'all
it's upsetting me and my homegirls. It's upsetting me and my homegirls.
You're not even doing the most. You're doing the least, and it's not cute.
Okay? It's disappointing. Okay, so here is how you take an L and bounce back. Grease your scalp is very important, apparently. But also follow us on all our socials. Drink you some water. Stay hydrated. Like this video. Do me a favor. I'm old school on my social, so I'm still calling it Twitter. You ain't never gonna hear me call it X. Take yourself over to Twitter and go follow Six Brown Chicks. Shout out to them. Love their page. Yes. These stories come straight from their anonymous stories that they post every Wednesday for Wednesday Wisdom. So go follow them. While you're at it, follow the Barefaced and Bonnets podcast. Drop in the comment which story was your favorite. What advice do you have to these people? And honestly, until next time, what we got to say to the good people.
Peace out.
See y'all, Bonnet Squad.
See ya.